Well, good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen, as we welcome you back to Beardstown High School. We're live from the Tigers' Den for night number 2 of the 8th annual Beardstown Tiger Classic. We'll be carrying all 16 games through the week here live on Central Illinois Sports, and another trio of good contests for you to settle in on a wonderful Tuesday evening and watch high school basketball with us here. It'll be the Brown County Hornets under new head coach Jeff Bottorff. A lot of senior leadership and a lot of underclass talent that we'll like to see how this fuses together throughout the week. They'll be taking on the Southeastern Suns, who picked up their first win of the season over the Griggsville Perry Junior Varsity last night and hope to continue their winning ways here in pool play. Later on this evening, it'll be the West Central Cougars taking on the Hartsburg-Emden Stags, and our nightcap will feature the host school, the Beardstown Tigers, under new head coach Wade Muller, taking on the Griggsville Perry Junior Varsity, who put up a spirited effort last night against the Southeastern Suns. You're watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show as we get you ready for our first of 3 games here tonight. Grab something hot to eat, cold to drink, and see some messages from some of our wonderful sponsors that bring you high school basketball. You're watching it all live here on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account, plus ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hi, my name's Sierra Burns here with Westtown Ford in Jacksonville, your low overhead dealership. We have new and used Lincoln Corsairs, Nautiluses, and even the Navigator. Come on out and see our new Lincolns for your next luxury vehicle.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Gobble gobble! I'm Casey French with Cascom. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and your house is going to be full of family, including in-laws and kids. You might just become the turkey if your Wi-Fi, or whatever the hip lingo the kids are calling it, isn't up to par. Call Cascom today and sign up for our gig services for only $99.95 a month for 6 months. Already a customer? Upgrade for only $109.95 a month. Dads who want the game as a side dish, you're welcome. Call today, 1-800-252-1799. And we thank you for trusting us with internet, cable, and phone all year long. Thank you from Cascom.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
Welcome you back here live to the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal. Here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. Southeastern and Brown County, our first of 3 games for you here this evening. We also remind you that the whole boys will be live again from Voschel Gymnasium for a pair of contests tonight from night number 2 of the Saki Turkey Tournament. After some exciting basketball down that way, as Liberty and Pittsfield grabbed wins in the early going over Payson and Western, respectively. Here in this tournament, West Central opened up with a 58-43 win over Rushville Industry in pool play last night. Rockets came out to an early 7-0 lead, but over the course of the second half, the defense and rebounding of West Central just started to wear down the Rockets a little too much to make a run in the late parts of the game. Second contest of the evening, the Unity Mustangs claimed a 76-40 win over Hartsburg-Emden, a game that was not very close from any point of the motion, where Mendon Unity jumped out to an 11-0 lead and was in total control. After that, Sawyer Allen with about 16 points on the night to help lead the efforts from Mendon Unity, but we saw a surprise in the senior shooter, Cage Crumpler. For Hartsburg-Emden, a young man who did not play last season on the Stags roster, but has come out and added a little offensive spark to this team that desperately needs to find one. And in the nightcap, it was the Southeastern Suns with a 51-26 win over the Griggsville Perry Junior Varsity, a game that was fairly close at halftime. Griggsville Perry able to put up a nice defensive effort, but during that second half, Southeastern started to get hot from behind the arc and started to pull away against the junior varsity squad in the Tornadoes. Here tonight, though, it should be a fun one. It's the Suns and the Hornets getting set up for what should be an interesting contest here as we get to see the new-look Hornets under head coach Jeff Bottorff. As we've talked, one of the big things he's preached, if you've read any preview article, and when he talked to us a little bit, he said, we'd like to kind of revive that old Arkansas basketball mentality of 40 minutes of hell. And that means on defense, where they're really going to start to pressure these ball handlers on the opposite side. They've got the senior leadership and athleticism to do it, and guys like Maverick Henry, Tanner Seitz, and others, and of course several great underclass basketball talents that you're going to see on the floor here, as we expect Coach Bottorff to probably dig deep into this bench and maybe go 10, even further deep on the bench to try and figure out what combinations and what rotations are going to work for this Hornet squad. This is a lot of senior athleticism and leadership. Of course, this squad did not fare very well last year. We saw a little bit as they got into the tournament, of course, losing a couple of players to injury last season that would have been main ball handlers did not help that cause, and a lot of turnovers really plagued the team in green early on in this tournament. But it's a new season. They're turning the page. The boys say they are very excited so far about how things are going, and will be eager to see this Hornet squad take on their first challenge of the season in the Southeastern Suns. We'll tell you more about Southeastern when we come back. It's the Great Rivers pregame show here from the 8th Annual Beardstown Tiger Classic. You're watching it all live on Central Illinois Sports.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
My name's Matt Keplinger. A lot of people call me Kepi. I've been a trainer now for 17 years. When we get the new hires come through the door, I try to treat them like family. This individual right here sent me this today. There's not too many men I admire I can't do it. There's not too many men I admire or that has made an impact in my life, but you've made that list. This is one of the reasons that I love my job, getting messages like this. When my life needed purpose, I chose Dot.
Hey, Abe. Hey, George. You know what? We love beer!
This election year, be sure to make the correct decision and vote jerseys. Over the last 4 years, we have helped put more money back in your pocket with our daily drink specials and incredible food deals. We have also made steaks great again with our partnership with GJY Beef Company. So when you are making your next dinner decision, make it Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, Illinois.
Aches and pains are a normal part of life, but when they become too much, we have a team of orthopedic surgeons ready to give you relief. The need for joint replacements continue to rise, and our team stays up to date with the latest technology and robotic solutions. Every step of your journey matters to us. And when life throws you a curveball, trust Blessing Health's orthopedics and sports medicine team to get you back in the game. We've got you covered from head to toe.
Welcome you back here to the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. If you're in the market for a new home loan, talk to the experts at Great Rivers Bank with locations in Barry, Pittsfield, Liberty, and Hannibal, serving the entire region and beyond. And hey, check out that online loan application tool at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. On the opposite side of the card here tonight, it's the Southeastern Suns out of Hancock County, 1-0 now in the young season. After racking up 11 wins last season, they finished fourth in this tournament falling to Unity in the third place contest. A really nice ball game, if you remember from last fall. There are three guys on this team that really pace the way. It's going to be the senior guard, Griffin Tippy. A little bit of an off guard, maybe more of the second option when it came to scoring last season behind Owen Rigg and Carter Hitz. But man, he is a stout physical guard, able to handle pressure, doesn't get too rattled in the punch, and he can really distribute that ball and has a nice stop and pop, as we were able to see on some inbounds plays last night. He'll be complemented by Jaron Henry, a nice senior guard who really is a little bit of a lanky 3 to 4 forward guard. He really plays in the post if he needs to, but he really enjoys being on that baseline, driving, and find himself some open spots out on the arc to knock down some open shots. The third player on this squad to keep an eye on is Aiden Akers. You'll see his shaggy blonde hair on the floor here. Player that was really nice in a complimentary role last year, but has really gotten just a little bit physical, gotten a little bit bigger, and really loves to bang in that post. They'll need all three of those guys on the floor as long as they can tonight to grab some rebounds and keep the Suns in this one. Defense has always been a little bit of a mainstay of this team. They don't like to let you score a lot of points. Now the offense may be a little bit lacking, but we've seen some bright spots now in freshman Brady McClintock, who has stepped into the starting lineup here. And, of course, there are a cast of others off the bench as second-year coach Brandon Gooding is trying to find some pieces now after losing Danny Stevens a couple of years ago to Mizzou, and now the graduations of Carter Hitz and Owen Rigg, two fantastic guards from last year's squad here for Southeastern. You're watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We will take one more break here. When we come back, we will get you the Farm and Home starting lineups and get you set for this one. It's Brown County taking on Southeastern in our first of three contests. It's the Great Rivers Bank pregame show here live on Central Illinois Sports.
Fostered Farm Equipment has served our community since 1986, carrying the quality brands you know and trust. Now in our second generation, we are proud to continue our family's legacy of quality customer service from showroom to field. We offer new, used, and consignment sales. So whether you're working 1 acre or 1,000, we have something for every operation. Our customers work hard. That's why we work hard to keep America's farmer in the field and not in the shop. We look forward to serving our community and customers for decades to come.
For delicious, authentic Italian pizza and pasta, it's Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield. From delicious appetizers to a wide selection of specialty pizzas and pastas, Gianni's has something everyone will enjoy. Take advantage of the Gianni's Pizza Special, where you can order any extra large pizza and receive a free small one-topping pizza. For carryout or delivery, call 285-4002. That's 285-4002 for Gianni's Pizza on the Square in Pittsfield.
Shireman Memorials has been serving the area since 2014 with local and affordable memorial and specialty items production. Jason Shireman has over 20 years of experience and is committed to providing his customers with the best experience. With expertise in sandblasting, carving, etching, and design, you will be dealing with someone who has the knowledge and experience to make a memorial your family can be proud of for generations. You'll find Shireman Memorials at 1135 West Washington Street in Pittsfield and online at shiremanmemorials.com.
Absolutely nobody wants to hear that on Christmas morning, but if you're shopping for kids of any age, your local Farm Noble Supply can help because we have them on sale. Wide variety of toys, including some of the trendy ones like Care Bears. We're bringing them back for under 13 bucks. Then Pokemon and Pokemon cards, they never go away. We got these under 5 bucks. Then all Hasbro games, board games are 20% off. That's fun for all ages and families. And take your pick from these huge plush animals. They're under 15 bucks. And yes, your local Farm Noble Supply does carry Squishmallows. These are under 12 bucks.
When you're ready to restock your pantry, go to Kay's Family Food in Camp Point, Illinois. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. through 8 p.m. Be proud, Camp Point area. Kay's Family Food is the only locally owned grocery store in Adams County outside Quincy. Delicious donuts daily, great lunch specials, fresh cut meats, fresh produce. Kay's Family Food are committed to the area and the school. When you support your local store, they can support you and your school and community. When you need to restock, think of Kay's Family Food, 593-6814.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we apologize there for the quick error in cutting out of the national anthem. Sometimes when you get a quick little touch of the key, things happen. Quick run of the lineup here for Brown County. At guard, a 5'10 senior, number 2 is Maverick Henry. At guard, a 6'1 freshman, number 10, Bradley Markert. At guard, ball handling for the Hornets here, a 5'7 sophomore, number 10 is Carter Havens. At one forward, a 6'2 senior is Drew Markert. And at the other forward, a 6'2 sophomore, number 33, Jackson McNeff. It'll be Henry, Markert, Havens, Markert, and McNeff for the Brown County Hornets in their first game of the season under Jeff Botdorf. On the opposite side for Southeastern, at guard, a 6' senior, number 0 is Griffin Tippy. At forward, a 6'1 freshman, number 3, Brady McClintock. At forward, a 6'3 senior, number 5 is Jaron Henry. At guard, a 5'10 junior, number 13, Tristan Hester. And at forward, the 6'1 senior, number 25, Aiden Akers. It'll be Tippy, McClintock, Henry, Hester, and Akers for Brandon Gooding's Southeastern Sons. Brian Shoemaker on the call, Diane Shoemaker on the camera work for us here for game number 1. We appreciate you all tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the first of 3 contests tonight for you, and 5 total tonight on Central Illinois Sports. Tim Crumwitty has everybody in the center circle. It's going to be Akers along with McNeff on the quick jump. And right off that, it's a quick tip in for the Hornets. 2-0 lead, and we get some swarming defense here. It's going to go out of bounds quickly. And we'll get everything set up here on the scoreboard. Quick steal now. Steal for McNeff. He'll get it up and in. It's a quick 2, and just like that, Brown County up here on a 4-0 run to start this contest. Jeff Botdorf toward us early. They want to pride themselves on defense. Southeastern's going to have to work their way through this press, and it's not going to be on that one. It's still going to go out of bounds off the Hornets, though. And just like that, though, quick points here on the board for Brown County. Akers with the basketball. He'll get it back up to Griffin Tippy. Back up near the big Tiger Paw here at Beardstown. Trying to work the basketball in around this swarming zone now as they work it down. This is Tippy in the corner, guarded out by Bradley Margaret, the young freshman who Jeff Botdorf says has a lot of potential. By the time he's a senior, could be a fantastic ball player. Has just the look and the build of a nice basketball player to begin with. And we'll get a little hand in the cookie jar here. It's going to be a quick foul. That's going to go against Markert. It'll be his first, team first of the quarter. Trying to get the basketball in. They get it to Akers. Quick stop and pop at the free throw line. Nothing there as Jackson McNeff will collect the rebound. Quickly stolen away, though. Turnover by the Hornets. Southeastern in the home white tonight. Blue numbers and letters with a little bit of gold trim. For Brown County, they're in the road greens. White numbers and letters, gold trim on the sides. And we'll get a travel violation as McClintock drags the foot. It'll be a turnover against Southeastern. This will be a much tougher task for Southeastern than they had last night in the Griggsville Perry Junior Varsity. Nice little warm-up test, if you would say, for Southeastern, but this team from Brown County, a little more physical, of course, with some more older players and a little more physical action. Now driving in, that's Markert. Shot up, no good. Rebound pulled down now by Tristan Hester. McClintock on the run here for Southeastern. Gets it back up to Tippy, and Southeastern will get into their offensive set. Hester, ball fake, doesn't like what he had there on the baseline as they try to work it back around the perimeter. Jaron Henry slashing through, give and go from Akers, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jackson McNeff. On the run, this is Maverick Henry. They work it quickly down and over the corner into Bradley Marker. Tosses it back up. Hornets moving the ball rather quickly here in their first few possessions in a couple of minutes of this season. McNeff now top of the key, gets tripped away by Hester. He'll pick it back up as they work it over to the freshman, Bradley Marker. A lot of this underclass basketball talent has had a lot of success for the Hornets in the past 2 years. A lot of success in the IESA state tournament. And Jeff Bodorf will work his best to try and translate that into some varsity success here over the next few years. As we'll get a foul against number 13, that'll be Tristan Hester. It'll be his first, team first of the quarter with 5:37 left to go. They'll get it down. It's McNeff with another quick two. Jackson McNeff's got 4 points here in the contest, and it's a 6-0 lead with 5:30 left to go in the first quarter. Southeastern trying to figure out this full court pressure from Brown County. Jaron Henry with it, gets double teamed, gets rid of it to Akers. Spin move, nice stop pop at the free throw line. Aiden Akers off the mark there. Rebound pulled down by Drew Marker. Hornets on the run here. One-handed pass all the way over to Maverick Henry. The 5'10 senior eyes what's a man-to-man look here from Southeastern. Quickly back over. Henry, three ball from the left wing. Off the glass and in. The bank's open late for the Hornets. It's a 9-0 lead. Nice ball movement here from Brown County in the early going. And it'll be out of bounds now as McClintock started to go forward. Tippy with the lateral pass, and it's going to go out of bounds, and Brandon Gooding says, let's take an Adams Fiber timeout. We'll take it too. Brown County 9, Southeastern 0, 4:44 left in the first. We're back here in 30 seconds.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
The Suns take an Adams Fiber timeout for top-notch local computer sales and repair services. Adams Experts is your go-to when your computer goes down. 217-214-3423 for Adams Fiber and Adams Experts. Brown County after the timeout. It's a turnover as McClintock comes up with it. Stops outside the block, nothing there. Southeastern trying to find an opportunity to score here. This is Griffin Tippy with it, now guarded out by Maverick Henry. Senior on senior, back in the court by the big Tiger Paw. They get it out to Henry. He'll fire one up from the left side off the back of the iron. Rebound collected now by Jackson McNeff. Hornets on the run. They get it up to Marker. Up off the glass, no good. McNeff comes down with it. High up and in, and a rebound and a bucket for Jackson McNeff. Give him 6 points on the early going here. It's an 11-0 lead for Brown County. Big long pass down into Jaron Henry. Avoids the trap. Henry, spin move. Top of the key, has to get rid of it. He'll get it back to the ball handler and Tippy. Substitutions coming in here for Brown County on the next dead ball. Tippy driving in, goes up all by himself. Throws it in just like Thanos. He says, fine, I'll do it myself. It's 11-2. Suns get their bucket. And some points on the board as this one gets knocked out of bounds. Checking in here for Brown County, number 23, 5'8 sophomore guard is Matthew Boylan. Also checking in, number 30, the 6-foot senior Tanner Seitz. Really nice football player. Good all-around athlete on this Hornets program. Stepped in some nice complimentary roles last season. And Jeff Bodor finding some opportunity to get him off the bench. They'll toss the basketball into McNeff. Another quick basket for the big young man. He's got now 8 points. It's 13-2. 3:32 left to go here in the first. Henry's going to travel before he gets the shot off. It'll be another turnover, and Brandon Gooding beside himself right now as the Suns really just struggling to find a little bit of rhythm and really kind of rushing things on the offensive side. McNeff with the ball, gets over to Seitz, stops at the top of the key, tries to get it to the big man. McNeff was spinning, Tippy stayed, and he gets the steal. Griffin on the run. Pulls it back out from the right wing. Boy, oh boy, these Hornets are everywhere on the defensive side right now. Tippy surveys the scene, gets it back out to the young freshman in McClintock. He'll dribble around the perimeter. This is Akers with it, guarded by Jackson McNeff. Gets caught in the corner, gets rid of it, finds the release valve in Jaron Henry. Tristan Hester had a nice basketball game last night, especially in the second half for Southeastern. Aiden Akers gets it down into Griffin Tippy. He'll fire one up and over, no good. Rebound grabbed by Jackson McNeff. He'll get it on the run out now to Matthew Boylan. Boylan, no numbers. He'll have to pull it back out, gets it out to Seitz. 2:25 left to go in this one, and it has been all Brown County in the early going. Down into Jackson McNeff. Tries to post up against Tippy. Tippy is rather stout. Not the tallest player, but boy, oh boy, is he built and strong. Gets it back out to McNeff. They pop it back out. Nice ball fake. Driving in is Carter Havens. He'll put it in for two. Havens with her first bucket of the ball game. It's 15-2 now, Hornets. More substitutions coming in here for Brown County. It's a steal away. Tanner Seitz gets it up to McNeff. McNeff might have got away with a little extra step there, but he'll get the deuce anyway. It's 17-2. McNeff now the first player in double figures with 10. Oh, and that'll be a backcourt violation as Hester got it back to Tippy. Hester was just over the line. Checking in for Brown County, Mike Cassing, the 5'9" freshman, wearing number 24. Also checking in, Henry Ingram, 5'11" freshman, wearing number 40. Well, if you were catching up with us last night, we have been keeping tabs on the best hair here at the Beardstown tournament. We've already got 3 players that we believe are first-team candidates. I would safely say Tanner Seitz is on the list. Some long, flowing blonde locks there on the backside of number 30. Tippy will spot up top of the key, misses. Wyatt Cassing will get up high for the rebound, and he's on the run for the Hornets. Down into the corner. Shot up on the way by Mike Cassing. Totally misses the mark. Seitz comes flying in, but there will be a foul. And they're going to whistle that one against Henry Ingram. For Ingram, it'll be his first, second of the quarter against Brown County. And, of course, if you've been following along since last season, we've reset the foul rules here. So with 5 fouls, you'll go into double bonus. There is no more 1-and-1 in the state of Illinois. We'll get a jump ball here as Jaron Henry gets tied up with Mike Cassing, and the possession arrow will remain with Southeastern. 1:08 left to go here in the first quarter. Suns trying to find some rhythm and get things settled down here from what is a rather pesky Brown County defense. Akers drives in, double team, gets it out to Hester in the corner. They'll work it down. Jaron Henry guarded out now by Wyatt Cassing. Gets stripped away. Here come the Hornets again. This is Henry Ingram with it. Gets it down into the middle. Oh, gets up and tipped away as Mike Cassing couldn't finish. Here comes Southeastern on the run. 40 seconds left to go. Tippy's going to go in, tries to get it on a bounce pass. And Matthew Boylan will get his foot up just enough for the officials to say kicked ball. We wondered what this Brown County look would look like, and boy, oh boy, it is some old school Hornets basketball. A lot of tough defense, a lot of moving the basketball quickly so far here on the offensive side. They'll get the basketball down into McClintock. 26 seconds, 25. Clock winding down here in the first quarter, and McClintock loses the handle on it. It'll go out of bounds. That one just a little bit of slippery fingers, unfortunately, for the young freshman. Brown County with the basketball. They'll get possession at the start of the quarter, barring a tie-up or other change. Tanner Seitz on the run from the free throw line, rolls in and out of the rim. It comes down into Aiden Akers. 4 seconds, 3, 2 seconds, 1. Henry will fire one up. It will be short, and that's how the first quarter wraps up. It's Brown County 17, Southeastern 2. Don't go anywhere. We've got second quarter play-by-play your way coming up in 60 seconds.
Life comes at you pretty fast. When you need a helping hand along the way, the staff at Pete Fish Skiles & Company Bank are there to assist you with your financial needs. Pete Fish Skiles & Company is your key to staying one step ahead of the game with mobile and online banking, giving you the power to manage your accounts, schedule payments, and even deposit checks from your smartphone. It's your time. Make the most of it with Pete Fish Skiles and Company Bank, located in Virginia, Petersburg, Havana, Jacksonville, Beardstown, Winchester, and Murrayville.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
Well, it's been all Hornets so far in this one. As we get ready for the second quarter, we tell you about Tim Waters and Waters Concrete, offering quality concrete for your new build, driveways, decorative patios, sidewalks, anything with concrete. Waters Concrete is your guy ready to serve you. 309-252-1052 for Waters Concrete. Well, the Hornets talked about their defense early in the preseason, something they worked on quite a bit in the summer. And they've showed that off here a little bit as we get the ball down into Drew Markert. His shot goes high off the backboard, but something you have not seen a lot of from this Hornet squad so far after 1 quarter of play has been outside shooting. As we relay the first foul, it's going to go against Carter Havens. It'll be Havens first of the quarter against Brown County. Jeff Botto said something they want to reestablish on this basketball team is a big post presence, and you see them trying to work the ball into Carter McNeff. As Hester on the run, his layup no good. Drew Markert gets the rebound. But they are working to get this basketball in, taking their time, being patient, and wanting to establish a new post presence. Driving in, Carter Havens. He'll take it up and in. Havens gets a 2 more. He's got 4. It's 19-2 now in the early going of the second quarter. Carter Havens really trying to establish himself as the true point guard on this team. A lot of athletic guards. And trying to figure out if he's going to be the ball handler as Hester goes in, but it gets tripped away now as Havens goes coast to coast after making the layup to get back on the defensive side. But Jeff Bottorff says we'd really like Carter Havens to be the guy. Just a sophomore, you'd get 3 good years out of him in a ball handling role, and boy, would that come in handy by his senior season. Tippy's 3 is no good. Havens will get the rebound and come back to the other side. Big, long 3 now from Maverick Henry. Just falls short of the rim. Skying in for it was Bradley Markert, and it'll go out of bounds and remain Brown County basketball. For Brown County, just 6 wins last year. Lost 6 of their first 7 games. 3 of the wins, though, came toward the end of January and the month of February. So just like most teams, starting to play your best, regardless of your status, toward the end of the season is usually a great goal. Drew Markert with it. Tosses it down in. Jackson McNeff. Ball fake goes up. Gets the position in and out of the rim. No good. And Griffin Tippy will get the rebound for Southeastern. Subs coming in from the Sun side at the next dead ball as Tippy takes it across the timeline. McClintock. Ball fake. Nice move. Goes into the lane. Nice ball fake again. 2 ball fakes. No good, though. Can't finish. And Markert will come down with the rebound and gets it out to Havens. Maverick Henry with the basketball. Works around to the middle. Now back to the left side as Havens will take a stop with it. Thought about the shot right inside the 3-point line. This is Markert with it. The freshman on freshman now guarded by McClintock. It's a steal on the way. This is Tristan Hester with it. Can't finish, though. Tough break there for the Suns as they need some buckets here. Henry with it. Crossover gets tripped up by McClintock. He'll pick up the steal, and the Suns are on the run. Tries to get it to Akers. He does. Akers, nice stop. Can't get it. 2 back-to-back layup style chances here that fall short for Southeastern. Tie up on the basketball will be a jump ball that goes back to the Suns. Checking in for Southeastern, number 14, 5'9" junior is number 14, Gunnar Walker. And also checking in is Owen Northern, number 34, the 5'10" senior forward. Owen Northern, one of the kids that got some decent minutes for this squad last year. 4 guys that have some significant varsity time here. They're going to be expected to lead this team as they've got a lot of youth coming up again in Southeastern. McClintock stops at the left wing. Thought about a 3. Gets stopped, though, by Maverick Henry. More substitutions coming in for Brown County. They're going to mix it up and mix it up a lot here in the early going. Jeff Bottorff said we might try a few starting lineups. Try to figure out what's going to work for us here. But right now what's working is working well. another tie-up. It'll go back to Brown County. As checking in will be Jack Sefton, the 5'7" sophomore. If Jack Sefton is a name you know, well, by gosh, you've probably watched some Brown County football this year. Boy, oh boy, kid that could run a football back for a touchdown anytime you needed to. Seitz also came back in. Checking in also is Connor Flynn, number 34, the 6'2" sophomore, as we've got a foul inside. And I think that is going to go. That's going to go against Brown County, as it's going to go against Connor Flynn. For Flynn, it'll be his first. It'll be the second of the quarter against Brown County. Southeastern on the run. They'll throw the basketball out of bounds, and it'll go right back here to the Hornets. More substitutions on the way. Jaron Henry checking back in for Southeastern, as Matthew Boylan will come back in for the Hornets. 5:03 left here in the first half. Brown County has 19 points on the board, 10 of them under the hands of Jackson McNeff right now, who is certain on the bench. They'll get it up now. This is Boylan. Gives it back to Seitz. Nice little spin move. Gets up with the block, pushes it up against two defenders, no good. Rebound comes down to the way of Connor Flynn. Driving in now is Sefton, high off the glass, no good. Another rebound opportunity. It's going to be Connor Flynn getting the board in the bucket. It's 21-2, Brown County. Owen Northern gets tied up, has to pick it up in the backcourt. They'll get it to Akers. He's got to get it across the court soon as the clock continues to go, and here comes the chance, and that's going to be a 10-second backcourt violation. There's some nice defense there by Jack Sefton along with Connor Flynn, and Brandon Gooding takes another timeout. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. We'll take it too. Don't go anywhere. We're right back in 30 seconds.
Are you planning on building? Let Pike County Lumber help. Whether it's big or small, we have everything you need. We carry all building materials like siding, roofing, cabinets, decking, doors, and windows, just to name a few. We also have plumbing and electrical supplies along with tools. From building your shop, your brand new home, or kitchen and bath remodel, Pike County Lumber is here to help. We're family owned for 3 generations. Pike County Lumber. For all your building needs, come see us in Pittsfield.
Welcome back after the Adams Network timeout. For reliable, worry-free internet that doesn't buffer and can handle whatever life throws at you, Adams Fiber is local and provides the ultimate internet experience available. Visit followthefiber.net to learn more. Hornets pick it up after the turnover. They work it around now, as picking it back out near the big Tiger paws, Mike Cassing. 5'9" freshman. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores on this team. And combining that with that senior leadership and athleticism that Henry and Seitz and some of the other guys add, this is a recipe that might prove successful here. They'll work the basketball in as Henry is going to pick up the foul. Jaron Henry picks up his first of the quarter against Southeastern. Hornets will get it out underneath their own basket. They get it right back in. Shot just inside the three-point line from Cassing, no good. Rebound skied high and grabbed for by Aiden Akers, the senior. Down in the corner, Jaron Henry with it. It'll get tipped away. Flynn diving for it. It's going to stay in play, though, as Akers grabs onto it. Hornets trying to recover defensively. This is Northern. Nice ball fake goes in, and now it's going to be Tanner Seitz taking the charge, and Owen Northern collecting the charge foul. For Northern, it'll be his first personal foul, second of the quarter against the Suns, as Seitz collects a charge taken. Kicks it over to Jack Sefton on the right side. Back over to the left side now. This is Cassing, and it'll be a lane violation against the Hornets and another turnover against Brown County. Tegan Hoganberry checking in, the 5'11" sophomore, number 22. Not many kids left on this roster for Brown County that have not seen the court yet here. As Griffin Tippy having a little bit of trouble over here on the sidelines, and Southeastern will try it once again. 3:31 left to go in the first half. 21-2, Brown County all over this one. Threaded the needle as they got it to Akers. Henry's three up and go good. Owen Northern comes down with the offensive rebound, stripped away though and stolen now by Mike Cass. They get it across the time stripe. Seitz with it down into the corner, into the hands of Honenberg. They get it down in. Flynn can't finish up, but going up and getting the offensive board in the bucket is Matthew Boylan. Boylan gets his first bucket of the season. 23-2 now. Jaron Henry with it. Rushes into the lane, goes up high with it. It's going to count the basket for Jaron Henry. And it looks like the foul should go against Tegan Hohenberry. It will. For Hohenberry, it'll be his first. Team third of the quarter as McClintock checks back in for Southeastern. Makes it a 23-4 score here. As we remind you about the Moose Lodge 420 in Pittsfield, the Friday meals at the Moose Lodge. New specials each week. The food is hot and the drinks are cold at Moose Lodge 420. Stop by and tell them Big Merle and Rick sent you. They try to toss it in now. Goes into Flynn. It'll go off of his hands and out of bounds and be a turnover against Brown County. Line change coming up here for the Hornets. It'll be Carter Havens, Jackson McNeff getting back onto the court along with Maverick Henry and Drew Markert as most of the first string gets back in. Stolen away. McNeff goes up with it, stops at the left block. Easy deuce now for McNeff. Off the turnover. 25-4. They'll try to toss it in. Another steal now. This is Maverick Henry with it. Stops just out past at the free throw line. A little 15-footer is good. That's a shot that will win you a lot of basketball games as it's 27-4. Lots of guys want to shoot the three ball these days. You knock down that free throw line jumper, you're pretty valuable. They get it down. This is Gunnar Walker with it. Shot up no good. Trying to get it now is Northern. Another offensive board for Owen Northern. Bullies his way in. A tough basket for Owen Northern as he gets up two more, and it's 27-6. Henry with the basketball, whips it around, now back out to McNeff, who will find his spot back down in the post. 1:47 left to go here in the first half. They work the basketball down now. Three ball out of the hands of Hohenberry. No good. McClintock fights for it. It'll go off of his hands, and they say it'll be Hornets basketball. Griffin Tippy looks to check back in on the next dead balls. They get it into McNeff. He'll get tied up with Akers, and it'll be a jump ball and back to Southeastern. Tippy checks back in. Gunnar Walker will get a seat here for Southeastern. Points have come few and far between here for the Suns. Tippy has 2. Henry has 2. And Owen Northern has 2. Foul's going to go against Carter Havens. That's going to be Havens' second personal foul. Fourth of the quarter here against the Hornets. Havens will get a little bit of a breather as now we get a little more trouble here and a little more struggle, and it's going to go out of bounds as Tippy couldn't chase down to it. Officials concur and they say it'll stay with Southeastern. 1:18 to go here. Some West Central fans starting to file in. Here's the Cougars. Will come back to the court here to take on the Hartsburg Emden Stags going up around 6:30. Tippy drives into triple coverage and gets tripped up on the play. You can say that 3 times fast. You're better than me. And picking up the foul will be Jackson McNeff, and we'll head to the other end for bonus shots. For McNeff, it'll be his first personal foul to go along with 12 points. Tippy's first one up and good, makes it 27-7 as Hester will come back in. We remind you about LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing. Call 217-285-2808. Trucking for all of your needs. See the Dunham boys and their professional team at LSSD Trucking and 3D Leasing. Tippy gets both of them. It's 27-8 with just over a minute and change here in the first half. They work the basketball to the right side. Hohenberry with it. Nothing there as he'll give it up now back to Wyatt Cassing. Driving in. Nowhere to go. Trying to find a release valve. It'll find Drew Markert at the top of the key. They toss it in. Maverick Henry able to post up. Loses the basketball, though. Tripped away, though, by Hester. McClintock, bounce pass into Northern. Oh, Bullies up now. That's going to be a charge. That is the second charge against Owen Northern, as Drew Markert will get that one taken for the Hornets. It'll be Northern's second personal foul. Third team foul against Southeastern here in the half. 45 seconds left to go here in the second frame. We'll tell you about everything coming up on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. They'll toss the basketball now into McNeff one more time. Boy, oh boy, baskets come easy when you're 5 feet away or less. and Jackson McNeff now has 14 as it's a 29-8 advantage. It'll be a traveling violation now on Owen Northern. He'll get rid of it and give it right back to Brown County with just under a half minute to go. Henry will be the trigger man. Markert and McNeff on the inside. They try to get it into McNeff. Tippy jumps up high, grabs that one to get it right back. Northern with the basketball, gets over to Hester. The end of the corner. Griffin Tippy from the corner off the side of the rim, no good. And the rebound will be grabbed by Honenberry, and that'll wrap up our first half. We have reached the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. Brown County with a convincing first half. It's 29-8 over the Suns. We'll have some halftime analysis and more coming your way here in 3 minutes.
Your friends at Little Jess Motor Company are proud to sponsor today's halftime show. What do you think of when you think of Black Friday? Well, the biggest deals of the year, of course, and it's no different here at Little Jess. We've saved the best deals of the year for our Black Friday sales event. Right now, we're offering an unheard of 13% off our 24 Jeep Gladiator Nighthawk and get it for just $39.8. Save $5,500 on a new 24 Jeep Compass Latitude Lux and get it for just $28.5, and save up to $12,000 on a new 25 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn. Hurry in, because deals like these only happen once a year and only at Little Jess. Serving Tri-States for 7 decades.
Griffin Signs and Time at 122 South 9th Street in Quincy is a full-service sign company that can complete any project, from fully wrapping your entire fleet of vehicles, digital signs, storefronts, to creating small banners and signs. The right and professional signage is the difference of getting the job, heading folks in the correct direction to find you, or creating a brand recognition for potential customers. Put the right signs in your customer's mind with Griffin Signs and Time. Call 217-228-7470.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
At Farmers State Bank at Camp Point, we're proud to have been a part of our community for over a century, supporting families, athletes, and fans every step of the way. Just like your favorite Panthers team, we're dedicated to giving our best. With over 100 banks and ATMs throughout the area, we're here to help you on and off the field, no matter where the game takes you. So whether you're cheering in the stands, traveling to the next big game, or just supporting your community, trust Farmers State Bank of Camp Point to be with you all the way. Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, where tradition meets hometown pride.
Welcome you back here to the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show, where Brown County leads 29-8 over the Southeastern Suns in what has been a very impressive 2 quarters to start this season here for Brown County. For Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Quincy, they're family owned and operated, and their staff will make the car buying process simple for you, ensuring each customer's needs are satisfied. You can learn more online at littlejessmotor.com or stop by and see them in person, 3431 Main Street in Quincy. It has been an impressive showing here for the Brown County Hornets, who have done everything they wanted to do coming into their first game of the season, which is pressure you on the defensive side and establish a post presence right off the bat. They've been able to do that with Jackson McNeff, who's got 14 points to lead all scorers here so far. On the opposite side, things have been tough sledding for the Suns. A lot of turnovers, a lot of rush shots on the offensive side. Griffin Tippie has 2, Jaron Henry has 2, Tristan Hester has 2, along with 2 points from Owen Northern, as it has been a tough run here in the first 2 quarters for Southeastern. We remind you that West Central is coming up here at 6:30. They'll be taking on the Hartsburg-Emden Stags, and in the nightcap tonight, it's going to be Beardstown taking on the Griggsville Perry Junior Varsity. That'll come up around 8 o'clock. Tipping off in about a half hour, Jack, John, and Charlie have contests from the Sock Eat Turkey Tournament tonight down in Pittsfield at Voschel Gymnasium, tipping off at 6 and 7:30. You can put one on your tablet, one on your TV, and keep abreast of everything happening at both tournaments. We'll be here all week long, and we're glad you're joining us here, too, on Central Illinois Sports. It's Brown County 29, Southeastern 8. We'll be back after a couple of minutes from the words from our wonderful sponsors.
At Farmers State Bank at Camp Point, we're proud to have been a part of our community for over a century, supporting families, athletes, and fans every step of the way. Just like your favorite Panthers team, we're dedicated to giving our best. With over 100 banks and ATMs throughout the area, we're here to help you on and off the field, no matter where the game takes you. So whether you're cheering in the stands, traveling to the next big game, or just supporting your community, trust Farmers State Bank of Camp Point to be with you all the way. Farmers State Bank of Camp Point, where tradition meets hometown pride.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You've heard that phrase many times. And Rod Prentice in Pittsfield, your State Farm agent, is the guy you can count on to be your friend and neighbor in the insurance business. He has a complete line of insurance available for you from State Farm Insurance. You can reach him at 217-285-6930. Our family trusts Rod Prentice with all of our insurance needs. Stop by their office on Washington Street and see the girls. And Rod Prentice, your State Farm agent, 217-285-6930.
Your Jeep, truck, and SUV are only as good as the tires and rims they run on. On or off-road, go full throttle.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Stotze Automotive and Tire, located at 201 Adams Street in Camp Point, Illinois, is your local automotive repair shop. Whether you need an oil change, brake job, alignment, engine repair, or new tires, Stotze Automotive is here with honest and competitive pricing. Call Reagan and his team today to schedule your appointment. 217-740-5010. That's 217-740-5010 for Stotze Automotive and Tire.
Welcome you back here on the Little Jess Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram halftime show. If you're in the market for a new vehicle, visit the guys at Little Jess, located in Quincy at 3431 Main Street, or visit them anytime in person, littlejessmotor.com on the World Wide Web. Well, Brown County has done everything they wanted to do here in the first 2 quarters. We'll see what Jeff Bodorf has up his sleeve for the last 2 frames, as he has worked a lot of guys in off the bench here. And for Southeastern, they're looking for anything to try and stem the tide here on this pressure from Brown County. Southeastern has 1 win in this pool play already. This is the first game of the season for the Hornets. They'll come back here later on the week, still with games to go against the host school Beardstown and the Griggsville Perry Junior Varsity coming up this week. On the opposite side of the pool, it's West Central, Minden Unity, Rushville Industry, and Hartsburg-Emden, as that pool should be shaping out to be a really nice battle to see who will come out on Saturday's championship contest. Teams will head back to the bench to get warmed up. We will step aside for one more break here in the Little Jess halftime show. When we come back, third quarter play-by-play. You're watching the Beardstown Tiger Classic live on Central Illinois Sports.
From bag to field to bin, Prairieland FS is your home for quality seed. We treat it right here at one of our local facilities, deliver it right to your farm, and then provide the propane to fuel your bins. Have confidence in what you're putting in your engine with our energy specialist. They're focused on maximizing power, fuel efficiency, and engine protection to keep you going. We're neighbors serving neighbors. Prairieland FS, your leading supplier of choice.
Best Systems Auto Sales, located at 802 West Washington Street in Pittsfield between Best Systems Car Wash and O'Reilly Auto Parts, is the place to go for your next pre-owned vehicle purchase. Check out this deal from Best Systems Auto Sales. This 2019 Jeep Compass Limited is priced to sell at just $22,500. With only 29,000 miles, leather interior, and new tires, this vehicle is ready to roll off the lot today. Contact Best Systems Auto Sales to take a test drive. 217-939-7664.
Welcome you back here on Central Illinois Sports as we get ready to go with the third quarter of action here in our first of 3 games for you here tonight. Hornets will have the basketball to start, but it's going to be a quick travel there on Carter Havens as a sophomore takes one too many steps, and 1 second into play, we'll have a turnover. Starters on both sides as we begin the third quarter here. Tippy trying to work through a double team in the backcourt. Stolen away now. This is Maverick Henry. Picks it up. Ball fake. Nothing there. And he gets it to McNeff. And McNeff will travel as well. And the Hornets get 2 turnovers to start things out in the first 10 seconds. One of the things Jeff Bodorf talked about is you see a couple of our younger players in the Hornets lineup here making some turnovers. I said, what's it going to be like to have this senior leadership? That nothing against those kids are not probably the most talented basketball players on the court. A lot of that talent lies in this underclass group that has really had a lot of success. And he said, you know, we rely on these seniors to show them how it is to be varsity athletes, as McNeff is going to go up and get a foul against Jaron Henry. But he said that's what we look for out of them, to be engaged and to be instrumental in their role as being varsity, senior-laden players, and let the younger kids feed off of that and learn what it's like to be here in the varsity environment, as Henry is going to go to the free throw line for Southeastern. Jaron Henry pops up the first one and ends 29-9. As Southeastern gets the first points on the board here in the third period. Henry, nice outside shooter. Really nice stroke out of this kid. 29-10 a score. Hornets down into the corner. They'll toss it down in. This is McNeff again. Bullied up against Hester. Goes up. He'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Foul's going to go against number 13. That's going to be Tristan Hester. For Hester, it'll be his second personal foul. First of the quarter against Southeastern as each team has one on the board. McNeff heads back to the free throw line. He's got 14 to lead all scorers in this contest. With an experienced lineup of brokers, PCRE Real Estate and Auction sells it all, including tillable farmland, hunting and recreational properties, commercial buildings, residential homes, investment properties, and everything in between. See all the current listings at PCRErealestate.com. McClintock fires one up. In and out of the rim, off the backboard, everywhere but down. Akers fights for the tough rebound, gets it to Hester. Baseline drive, overhead pass now to McClintock. Baseline from the short corner. Tough shot for Brady McClintock. What a talented young freshman. 29-12. Leave that young freshman and McClintock open as they get it to Bradley Markert. No good, and McClintock will knock some shots down. On the floor, diving for it is Carter Havens. His foot was over the line. It'll be out of bounds and back to Southeastern. But as we came into the season, we wondered who would round out this Southeastern starting 5, and it's the young man Brady McClintock, the young freshman. They've also got a young, talented 8th grader at Southeastern, and color me surprised and color you surprised if you would believe that his last name is Stevens. 3 ball up on the way, out of the hands of Tristan Hester, no good. Havens will fight for the rebound and get it. Quickly pushes it down to Maverick Henry. Drives in, tries to get a little Euro step. Instead, it'll bounce off of Griffin Tippy and go out of bounds. A lot of talent still to come up in this Southeastern ranks. Havens will be the inbound man. Flashing through is Drew Markert on one post block, nothing there. As they get it to Markert and back to Havens, and Brown County will reset here with 6:22 left in the third. Bradley Markert up at the top of the key. Nice bounce pass into McNeff. McNeff up with the right hand. Nice separation from Jackson McNeff, making that a difficult shot to defend. It's 31-12. A lot of young talented players here that we're getting to see for the first times here. Getting to see a lot of young talented freshmen and sophomores for Brown County. As McNeff will pick up the foul for the Hornets. That'll be his third personal foul, will be for Jackson McNeff, and checking back into the contest, Henry Ingram along with Matthew Boylan. Bradley Markert and McNeff will get a seat here. But a lot of talented freshmen and sophomores here, a lot of great seniors graduated last season across the area. And part of the fun of bringing these games to you on Central Illinois Sports is to see these young kids start to grow up right before our very eyes on the basketball court. McClintock's three misses the mark. Hornets will come down with the rebound and want to run. On the right side, it's Boylan. Stops, pops from 15, no good. Markert able to tip it back out. McClintock will get a hand on it. Here comes the freshman on the run. Long layup off the glass and good. Brady McClintock with a coast-to-coast two, and it's 31-14. Brandon Gooding on the sidelines, urging his team to continue defensive pressure here and not let up despite the scoreboard at the moment. Urging Brady McClintock as he's fighting in a little bit of a battle inside there with Matthew Boylan. Basketball gets tipped up and stolen away. And it's going to be a quick foul here on Henry Ingram. And we'll get a timeout on the floor. Timeout, Brown County. We'll take it two after the foul. We're right back here at 30 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
It's time to be thinking about tax planning. You can count on Illinois FBFM for accounting, consulting, and tax preparation for farmers and businesses in Pike, Brown, and Adams County. Phone 217-593-7233. That's 593-7233. Illinois FBFM can take care of your farm accounting needs. Get your accounts in order for this tax season. Contact Jesse Shootman, Emily Matthews, and Kaylee Fessler. Illinois FBFM in Camp Point, working for you.
It's an Adams Fiber timeout for the best internet speeds available, up to 1 gigabit. That means you'll never buffer while watching high school basketball on Central Illinois Sports. Visit followthefiber.net to learn more about our good friends at Adams Fiber and Adams Experts. Brown County takes the timeout. They've got 4 remaining, 3 still under the belt for Southeastern. Tippy trying to dribble through the pressure here. Behind the back. Got to get them all down the floor. It's to Akers. Cross-court pass. Dangerous, though. Picked up by McClintock. Down into the corner. Tried to get it to Henry, but Maverick Henry will steal it away for Brown County. Back to Maverick Henry. Baseline drive against Jaron Henry. Stops, pops from just outside the short corner. No good. Tipped away, and now Aiden Akers comes up with it. Looking down the court. Gets it to Griffin Tippy. Nice reverse layup, though. Blocked by Carter Havens. Leave it. Brady McClintock open at the top of the key. Says he'll take a shot for it. Tristan Hester's going to get caught as he tries to peek over the back shoulder of Drew Markert. Tristan Hester, that should be his third personal foul as he heads to the bench. We'll get our foul situation updated here as there are 3 fouls against Brown County and now 2 against Southeastern. Stolen away now, Aiden Akers with it. Gets it over to Griffin Tippy. Opportunity for Southeastern to work in a half-court set here with no press. Bounce pass over to Jaron Henry, trying to drive in on the right side, kicks it back out. McClintock with it, gets caught up with Seitz, and now they're going to call Tanner Seitz right at the end. For Tanner Seitz, it'll be his first personal of the contest, 4th of the quarter against Brown County. Southeastern will be in bonus for the remaining half of the quarter here. 4:06 on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard. Brown County leads Southeastern 31-14. That first contest from Pittsfield tipping off here in just about 15 minutes. John and Jack will have that one for you. Also here on Central Illinois Sports. Akers drives in, stops right outside the lane, no good. Fight for the rebound, comes down into the hands of Henry Ingram, and it'll be a jump ball as he gets tied up with Henry. McClintock with it, tries to drive baseline, gets caught up with Tanner Seitz, and they're going to whistle Seitz again on the blocking foul. It'll be his second. McClintock will step to the free throw line here for Southeastern for 2 bonus shots with 3:47 left to go here in the second. Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank is here to help you with your auto, residential, and commercial loan needs. If you've got it, need it, he's got it. Give him a call at 217-285-4404 for Damon Emmerich at Great Rivers Bank. First one does not fall for Brady McClintock. We'll see how he does on the second try. Second shot up and down, and it's 31-15. Havens will cross the time stripe. Working around now. Stops just short of the line and tries to get it back out. He finds Mike Cassing. Havens will work back out. He'll pull things back out to midcourt, and the Hornets will reset here. Flashing high is Boylan. He gets it down into Seitz on the right block. Goes up high off the back of the rim, rolls around everything except down, and a nice offensive rebound for Cassing. He can't finish, though. Fight for the loose ball comes up into the hands of the senior, Griffin Tippie. And they say Griffin Tippie will step on the line. Griffin Tippie had a little laugh there as he tried to kicked the basketball back to himself. It went into the stands. He said, hey, just having a little fun here, nothing malicious. Line change coming in here for the Hornets. It's Bradley Markert, Jackson McNeff, Drew Markert, Maverick Henry, and now Wyatt Cassing. They get the ball into McNeff. Eyes the scene against Jaron Henry. Goes up, spin move to the left side. He'll go up and get fouled by Griffin Tippie and head to the free throw line. For Tippie, it'll be his first, third of the quarter against Southeastern. As things have slowed down here a little bit in the pace of play. For Real Net and Twine, located just north of Pittsfield, across from the airport, Real Net and Twine, your local headquarters for concrete lawn ornaments, statues, fountains, and so much more. Stop by and see them in person or call 217-285-5013 for Real Net and Twine. Jackson McNeff knocks down both of them. It's 33-15 now. Akers down into the corner. Jaron Henry, spot up three, no good. Tipped away from McClintock. Fight for the loose ball rebound. Jackson McNeff comes up with it. McNeff, after knocking those 2 points down, now has 18 on the contest to lead all scorers. Drew Markert, bounce pass on the baseline to Bradley Markert. Spins around in the post, goes up off. Nice little move by Bradley Markert, the freshman. 35-15. For Markert now, he has 4. Up high, gets swatted away now by Jackson McNeff. Brown County wants to run. Wyatt Cassing worked down the sideline there. 2 hands put on him by Aiden Akers to try and slow him down. The basketball just went out of bounds as Cassing lost control, and it'll be back to Southeastern. 2:17 left to go here in the third. Ball will go out of bounds. Hester couldn't hold on to it as he was caught against the base sideline too. Owen Northern will check back in. Hester will get a seat and a breather. A little bit of a nice crowd starting to file in here as we are approaching the 6 o'clock hour, and of course West Central always travels well. So we'll expect to see plenty of Cougar faithful here tonight. A little bit of a longer drive for Hartsburg-Emden. They brought a little bit of a crowd last night as they took on Menden Unity. Stolen away. Tippie saw it coming the whole time. Tippie, larceny layup, easy deuce for the senior. It's 35-17 as Griffin Tippie puts 2 more on the board. He's got 6. Driving in, nice tough take there for Wyatt Cassing. He gets 2 and right back to a 20-point advantage. Cassing's first bucket of the ball game. McClintock behind the back dribble, has to get away from everybody. Tosses it down to Henry in the corner. His 3 will fall short. McNeff will grab the rebound. Maverick Henry tosses it down into Drew Markert. Bellies up against Griffin Tippy. Easy deuce there as Tippy trying to avoid picking up another foul, and it's 39-17. Aiden Akers with it. Spin move at the left elbow. Kicks it back out. Senior Tippy throws one up for three. No good. Drew Markert will get the rebound for Brown County. Hornets on the run again. They get it up to McNeff. Nice look ahead pass from Maverick Henry. Gets swatted away though. Owen Northern comes up with it. 35 seconds left to go here in the third. Northern dribbles in. Nice hesitation. Gets on the baseline. Gets blocked by McNeff. Nice move from Owen Northern, though. Cassing spotted up, except he took a little bit of a hop before the shot, and he'll be called for the travel. Connor Flynn will check back in, the 6'2 sophomore, as Jackson McNeff will get a breather. Tristan Hester looking to check in for Southeastern at the next opportunity. Getting close here towards the end of the third quarter. Tippy goes up high. He'll get knocked down to the ground as Wyatt Cassing comes trying to fly in. For Wyatt Cassing, it'll be his first, and Tippy will head to the other side for free throws. Farm and Home Supply, from snacks, hoodies, power tools, lawn chairs, and a lot more. No other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. Stop by, grab yourself a nice Christmas present. They've got them in there. Grab yourself some snacks. They've got that too. Pair of jeans. You want it, they've got it. And hey, no better time than now to start stocking up on some winter supplies as Mother Nature will unleash the cold here very, very soon. Tippy knocks down the free throw. That'll give him 7. As he'll get a substitution here from Hester to round out the third quarter. 39-18 our scores. The clock gets going here. Into the corner. Bradley Markert with it, and he'll get called for the travel as he's guarded by Tristan Hester. They work to get the basketball in. They get it to Northern. 7 seconds left on the clock. 6, 5, all the way down into Henry. He'll fire one up from the left wing. That's his sweet spot for Jaron Henry. As the clock expires here at the end of the third, it's Brown County 39, Southeastern 21. We've got fourth quarter play-by-play your way coming up here in 60 seconds.
The caring and experienced professionals at Hamilton Funeral Homes are here to support you through this difficult time. We offer a range of personalized services to suit your family's wishes and requirements. You can count on us to help you plan a personal, lasting tribute to your loved one, and we'll carefully guide you through the many decisions that must be made during this challenging time. You're welcome to call us at any time of the day, any day of the week. Visit our funeral home in person or on the web at hamiltonfuneralhome.com. Call 217-593-6517. Damon Plumbing, serving all of Pike County and the surrounding area with quality residential and commercial plumbing services. Make sure you include the Damon guys to get it right the first time. Residential and commercial, new builds, or existing. Call Braden at 217-491-5415 or Doug at 217-617-2318. Damon Plumbing, recommended by our family for your family.
One quarter to go here in this one is Brown County enjoying an 18-point advantage, 39-21 heading into the fourth. It'll be McClintock, Akers, Hester, Henry, and Northern on the court for Southeastern. It'll be Bradley Markert, Drew Markert, Connor Flynn, Maverick Henry, and Wyatt Cassing starting things off for Brown County in the final frame. Try to get the basketball into Markert. He gets a little bit of a shove in the back from Jaron Henry to start things off here. Markert slashing through the lane, gets a little bit of contact, and it'll be a foul against Jaron Henry to start off our fourth period. For Henry, it'll be his second foul. He's got 7 points on the night after that last three ball to end the quarter. Jaron Henry really enjoys that left wing. Knocked a couple of threes down last night as they extended the lead over Griggsville Perry, and now find ones here on the left side tonight. Again, this one. Aiden Akers with the basketball. Zone look now from Brown County. Flashing high is Northern. Gets it at the right elbow. Almost loses it. Kicks it back out after triple coverage. This is Akers, top of the key. No good. Hester fighting for the rebound, and he'll get an offensive opportunity here. Henry driving in. Oh, had the opportunity maybe to take it himself. Nice little dish down into Hester from Akers. Gets swatted away, though. Nice move by Connor Flynn. Down in the corner, McClintock. Baseline drive, gets caught at the short corner, has to get rid of it. They try to find Henry as he flashed in the lane, but quickly closing off the passing lanes was Drew Marker. They get it back into Marker. Tries a little bounce pass to Flynn. It'll sail past everybody and head out of bounds with 6:47 to go. Carter Havens will check back in. Wyatt Cassing will take a bench breather for the Hornets. Akers driving in, gets bumped around, gets it off to Northern again. Northern gets up, gets flaunted away there from Connor Flynn. Southeastern has been able to find some opportunities here, so made some nice passes in the second half after kind of really being swallowed up defensively in the first. 3 ball on the way out of the hands of Maverick Henry, didn't find the mark, and slashing in was Carter Havens on a nice dish from Connor Flynn. 41-21. Drew Marker gets his first bucket. Jaron Henry with the basketball. Double team. Nowhere to go with it. Tries to strip through the defenders and finds Owen Northern. Now he loses the basketball. It's rolling everywhere and out of bounds. Tanner Seitz will check back in for Brown County along with Matthew Boylan and Mike Cassing. As we've got 5:49 still left to go here in this one. Brown County with the basketball. Jeff Bodorf said, we really used the month of June during summertime to really just connect and learn with each other, for him to get used to them as players and for them to get used to him as a coach. As we'll get an offensive foul here against Brown County. But he said a lot of that opportunity really set in stone everything he was looking to get there. He said, I'm an old school coach. And if some of you remember, he was a pretty darn good old school basketball player as well. Wade Muller telling us earlier on this afternoon said, man, it's really nice to reconnect with Jeff, guys that knew each other back in high school. As Aiden Akers knocks down one, it's 41-23. And, of course, Wade and Jeff, 2 guys taking over at helm of new basketball programs here this year. Havens, baseline jumper, goes off the mark. Tippy will get the rebound. 5 minutes left to go in this one. Tippy will drive in, goes into double coverage, gets some contact and no call to go out of bounds and stay with Southeastern. Checking back in is Henry Ingram. A lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores on the floor here for Brown County. Out of those talented junior high teams from past couple of years. Tippy, one-handed pass over to Jaron Henry. Guarded by Havens. He'll go back cross court. Almost stolen away now. Northern with it on the block. Goes up strong. Tough take. Off the rim and no good. A little bit of a spinneroo there from McClintock. Gets it to Henry. Now gets tipped away. Griffin Tippy, the recipient of an easy deuce there as he was in the right place at the right time. It's 43-23 as Tippy now has 9 to lead the Suns. Jaron Henry's got 7. McClintock's got 5. Working the basketball now is Tanner Seitz. Top of the key, looks inside. Gets the basketball into Mike Cassing. He'll go up with it. Cassing goes up. He'll get fouled and head to the free throw line. Foul will go against Aiden Akers. That'll be just his first of the contest. Second of the quarter here against Southeastern. Is heading to the line is Mike Cassing. Things have gotten eerily quiet here at Beardstown as the first one is up in and out of the rim. No good. Gunner Walker will come back in for Southeastern, and Tegan Hohenberry, will come back in for the Hornets. Michael Cassing, a guy that Jeff Bodorf says can do a lot of things with the basketball, can do a lot of things defensively, and really trying to evolve into that guard role. Rolls in and out of the rim, misses both free throws. Fight for the rebound, comes down into the hands of Henry Ingram. He can't find the mark as it goes over the top, and we'll get a jump ball. Basketball will go back to the way of Southeastern with 3:52 left in this one. With the basketball, working now down is Gunner Walker. Trip stripped away. Now here comes Brown County on the other side. This is up on the way with it was Hohenberry, and he'll get fouled and go to the free throw line. Foul is going to go against number 3, Brady McClintock. It'll be his second. Team third of the quarter against Southeastern. Everyone has gotten super quiet here in the last minutes of this one as the first one up and good. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Berry, Liberty, and Hannibal, here to help you with your lending and personal banking needs. Friendly service and dedicated loan officers can help you through buying a home, opening a business, or making a deposit. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender, as the second one goes through. We will get our scoreboard adjusted here as we put a couple of points on the wrong side. It's 43-25 as we get things corrected. Owen Northern at the free throw line. Gets it back out to Tippy. Crossover dribble, nothing there. A little bit of a 2-1-2 look here as they get it to Tippy. He'll fire one up from the right wing. Nothing there. Flying in for the rebound is Ingram. He'll get tied up with Akers, and we'll get another jump ball. West Central Cougars, Hartsburg, Emden Stags coming up your way at 6:30. Still about a half hour away. May get started a little early depending on how this one wraps up in the last 3 minutes. Long three ball up on the way out of the hands of Cassing, no good. He'll try another one from inside the free throw line. That rolls around, won't fall. Akers fighting for the rebound. Here comes Brady McClintock. No numbers, he'll pull it out, kicks it back out to Akers, whips it around to Northern, right back into Griffin. Tippy stops at the right elbow. That's a sweet shot for the senior. 43-27, Griffin Tippy's got 11. This is Cassing with it, nice move, goes in, can't finish though in the layup. Going up at the rebound there was Boylan. No good, and here come the Suns on the run, and it'll be a foul in the open court as Walker was with it. Foul will go against Hohenberry. It'll be his second personal as Jack Sefton will come back into the contest here for Brown County, and Mike Cassing will get a seat. We'll likely see Southeastern dive a little bit into the bench here in the last couple of minutes. This is McClintock. One-handed pass over to Walker. He'll drive and he'll get fouled by Tanner Seitz. Seitz will pick up his second. It'll be the third of the quarter here against Brown County. Just over 2 minutes left to go here in this one. Seitz tripped away. Went on the floor trying to grab it. And we'll get a foul on the opposite side as Owen Northern is going to pick up the player control foul. It'll be his third personal. They've all been on the offensive side tonight. Owen Northern, he's a tough cat, though. With the basketball now down, this is Boylan. Gets caught up in the post, gets double teamed. McClintock tries to throw it off of his legs and does, and it'll go the way of Southeastern. Checking in for the first time tonight, the 5'5 freshman wearing number 1 for Southeastern is Peyton Totten. As Griffin Tippy's night will come to an end here, and Totten will help work in the backcourt here for Southeastern in the last couple of minutes. Almost stripped away and stolen now as coming into the passing lane was Matthew Boylan. Slicing through, a nice move there from Gunnar Walker. Slipped through about 3 defenders, able to finish on the reverse layup. And it's 43-29 with just over a minute to go here. They'll work the basketball down. Boylan with it, goes up high. He'll get fouled with a minute late. 8 left to go with an opportunity to put a couple of more points in the book here. Foul will go against number 35. That is Tim Feck, the 5'11 junior who was checked in here for Southeastern. It'll be his first and the 5th of the quarter against the Suns. Ball will bounce around and not fall for Matthew Boylan. Also checking in here for Southeastern. We saw this young man last night, a 5'5 freshman. Number 4, Chase Northern checks in as Brady McClintock's night will come to an end. Logan Agri-Service with locations in Griggsville and Winchester in Illinois and across the river in Knox City, Wayland, Monticello, and Paris, Missouri. Call 217-833-2375 for Ed and the gang at Logan Agri-Service. We've got a jump ball here as about 5 guys had their hands on it. Sefton was trying to go up with the shot, and it'll be a jump ball. Cassing will come back in for Brown County. Boylan will get a seat. Feck gets stolen away here. 57 seconds left to go. We'll wrap it up on the Logan Agri-Service post-game show and get you ready for game number 2 here in just a little bit. Sefton drives in, goes up against a couple of defenders. He'll get fouled by Walker and head to the free throw line. Walker will pick up the foul, just his first of the contest. Jack Sefton, the 5'7 sophomore, knocks down the first one, bumps the scoreboard up to 44 here. That was a kid that was about as dangerous as anybody on a kickoff or punt return that you could ask for in the Western Illinois Valley Conference. 45-29 our score after both free throws go down. Tries to get it away, stolen now from Honenberry. And he'll get fouled here from Chase Northern, and we'll head back to the other side for more free throws. 34.1 left to go in this one. Honenberry will step to the free throw line. 2 points on the night, 2 fouls for the sophomore. First one is up, awkwardly shot, and rolls off the back of the iron. Second one up, rolls around. That one will find the mark. 46-29 with 33 seconds left to go. Hornets will improve to 1-0 here on the season as that one is going to sail just able to stay in bounds, and the Hornets will hold on to it. Southeastern will drop to 1-1 in pool play. They will return to take on the Beardstown Tigers to wrap up pool play later on this week. Northern with the basketball. He will just dribble it out for Southeastern. 4 seconds. 3. Brown County 46, Southeastern 29. As we wrap up our first contest here tonight, we've reached the Logan Agri-Service post-game show. We'll wrap this one up for you quickly and come back. You're watching the Beardstown Tiger Classic live on Central Illinois Sports.
At Logan Agri-Service, we understand your success starts from the ground up. That's why we've been your trusted partner in agriculture since 1962. From top quality seed and cover crops to fertilizer, crop protection chemicals, and petroleum products, we have you covered. At Logan Ag, we take pride in providing you quality products at competitive prices with service that exceeds expectations. Call us today at 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit loganag.com.
Gobble, gobble. I'm Casey French with Cascom. Thanksgiving is just around the corner, and your house is going to be full of family, including in-laws and kids. You might just become the turkey if your Wi-Fi, or whatever the hip lingo the kids are calling it, isn't up to par. Call Cascom today and sign up for our gig services for only $99.95 a month for 6 months. Already a customer? Upgrade for only $109.95 a month. Dads who want the game as a side dish, you're welcome. Call today, 1-800-252-1799. And we thank you for trusting us with internet, cable, and phone all year long. Thank you from Cascom.
Well, it was all Hornets early and often in this one. They claim a 46-29 victory over Southeastern here in our first contest at Beardstown tonight. Jackson McNeff, the big man on campus tonight, the young sophomore, established himself in the paint, and how did he? 18 points tonight, a lot of them coming on easy buckets on the inside, as Brown County established some defensive dominance and a post presence that Jeff Bodorf says that's what we wanted to get done here tonight. Jackson McNeff will, of course, be our player of the game, brought to you by Derek Harris, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from coaches, teachers, parents, and mentors. And that's why Derek Harris is your Edward Jones financial advisor and also proudly sponsoring our player of the game on Central Illinois Sports. That'll be Jackson McNeff here tonight as Brown County opens up their season with a nice win over the Southeastern Suns. We will shut down this stream and get ready to rock and roll with you for game number 2 coming up here tonight. It'll be the West Central Cougars and the Hartsburg-Emden Stags. We'll shut her down. This has been a Central Illinois Sports production. Come back with us here in just a few minutes.